Hey everyone, so today we're going to be making an exfoliating pumpkin facial scrub. So if you haven't seen, I have done a good handful of pumpkin related recipes here on my channel. So if you want to go check all those out, I'll have them linked down in my description box for you guys, so you can feel a little bit more festive with your skincare products this season. But let's just get into it so you guys can see how I made an exfoliating pumpkin face scrub. So of course you need a digital scale that weighs to 0.01 grams. And I'm starting with a 250 milliliter glass beaker. Make sure it's heat proof. So I'm starting with 6 grams of Riedel SCG, 6 grams of cetyl alcohol, 32 grams of sunflower oil, but you can use a different carrier oil if you would like, whichever one you prefer, and then 12 grams of shea butter. You could also use a different butter, but it might change the hardness and consistency of the scrub, so just keep that in mind. So then you want to cover your beaker and place it in a water bath and just heat it up over your stove until everything's melted. Now once everything is melted, you just want to go ahead and place it into the fridge to let it harden, and I always like to keep it covered while it's sitting in the fridge. So now let's take a look at our pumpkin ingredients. The first one is pumpkin powder. I've talked about this ingredient in some prior pumpkin recipes here on my channel, but let's talk about it again. So this pumpkin powder is a rich source of gently exfoliating enzymes. It's full of antioxidants, beta-carotene, and many other vitamins and minerals beneficial to the skin. This powder smells exactly like pumpkins, and the pumpkin helps gently remove dead skin cells and leave skin smooth and glowing. So our other pumpkin ingredient is a pumpkin scented extract. This extract is packed with vitamins and minerals and soothes and moisturizes the skin. It can also act as an exfoliator, helping the skin to absorb nutrients quickly. And also, just to let you guys know, this extract does not contain fragrance oils, so you don't have to worry about that. So now that our oil phase has re-solidified, you just want to break everything up by hand first, just to make sure nothing's stuck to the edges of the beaker, and then I like to mix with the hand mixer just to make sure it's all light and fluffy. So now I'm going to place my beaker back on my scale and weigh out my cool down ingredients. I started with the pumpkin powder, and I added in 1.2 grams of the pumpkin powder, followed by 1.2 grams of the pumpkin scented extract. And then I added in 0.9 grams of Optifin, which is our preservative. You want to make sure you're using a preservative for anhydrous products in this formulation. And then I'm going to be adding in vitamin E oil, and I added in 0.6 grams of that, and then mixed it in. So then I decided to mix everything one last time with a hand mixer just to make sure everything is well incorporated. And you want to place your beaker back on your scale again and add in equal parts sugar. In this case, I added in 60 grams sugar because my whole oil phase and cool down phase consisted of 60 grams of product. So then I added in 60 grams of sugar, and I just mixed that in by hand. So I recommend trying different amounts of sugar. I think equal parts is perfect for a face scrub, but if you're planning on using this on your body, which you totally can, you can increase the sugar amount so it's more exfoliating. So now I grabbed this 4-ounce plastic jar to store my scrub in, and if you're wondering where I purchased this, I'll link it down below along with a similar one on Amazon, and I'll link to all the equipment and ingredients I used in this video down in my description box. So of course, to finish off this product, you know I had to create a little custom label for my scrub, and just to let you guys know, this label does not follow the guidelines for labeling in the United States. And if you are planning on selling products within the United States, I do have a video that discusses all the requirements for a label on cosmetics within the United States. So just keep in mind, this label does not follow the guidelines. This is just a simple label so I know what this product is. I'm not planning on selling it or gifting it to anybody, so this is all I need for my label. Also, if you guys are wondering how I make my labels and how I waterproof them, I'll link down below to a video that shows you guys exactly how to do that. And here is the finished exfoliating pumpkin facial scrub. Let me just say, this is like my favorite scrub I've made yet. This feels so good on my skin. It leaves my skin so soft and smooth afterwards, and I literally feel like I'm inside a pumpkin pie when I'm using this in the shower. I initially made it as a facial scrub. I've been using it all over my body. This is my second jar I've gone through. Seriously, I love this stuff. And I just want to show you guys, when you first make it, it's going to be very soft and smooth. It'll be like really easy to scoop out, and just a lot thinner. And then after about 24 hours, you can see how much harder the scrub gets. But just with skin contact from your body heat, it does soften up a lot. And since you're going to be using this in the shower where, you know, your bathroom starts to heat up, it will help melt it a little bit doing that. But honestly, I like the harder consistency because it makes it a lot easier to control and grab out of the jar without it spilling like all over the shower. I'm sure you guys have experienced that with scrubs. So you can just easily grab it in your fingers and it won't go everywhere. So in order to use this scrub, you want to make sure your skin is wet or damp, and then just massage it into your skin with circular motions. And this stuff goes so far. Here I kind of used too much. I used like a quarter size amount and I did not need that much, just to show you guys me scrubbing it into my hands. But seriously, I am obsessed with this scrub and I think you guys will love it. If you want to be inside of a pumpkin pie, this is the scrub you need. So let's take a look at the formulation. As you can tell, there's just two phases, the heated phase and the cool down phase. It's a super easy formulation. And if you guys are looking for some substitutions for these ingredients, not for all of them, I don't have substitutions for all of them, but I do for a good handful of them, then go check out my Patreon where I have blogs that go right along with all the recipes I do here on my channel. And I go into detail about the benefits of each ingredient in the blogs. And you can also download the PDF files to my blogs. So you can print out the recipes with the directions and ingredients and the formulation, and you can just have all my recipes in a typed out format with easy directions to follow, so you don't have to rewatch my videos when you want to make my products. Also, being a patron, you get access to 2 exclusive videos a month, and you know, if you decide you don't like my Patreon, you can always unsubscribe. It's not permanent, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to decide if you want to sign up or not. So let's just get into the Patreon shoutouts since we reached the end of this video. First is Essence of Nature over on Etsy, at Stardust Bath & Body over on Instagram, Nature's Farm Girl at nature'sfarmgirl.com, Kennedy's Essentials at kennedysessentials.net, LettsBlend at letsblend.bigcartel.com, Creative with Love at creativewithlove.me, Trina's Jewelry Box over on Etsy, Wildflower at wildflowerwildflower.com, Heartfelt Beauty here on YouTube if you want some more formulating videos, HSB Organics at hsborganics.com, IamBeautia at IamBeautia.com, Sugared_pineapple over on Instagram, KAJ Bath & Body over on Etsy, Blue Mint Soaps at bluemintsoaps.com, and Say Tara here on YouTube. I'll have all my lovely patrons linked down in my description box. Also, if you guys didn't know, I do sell skincare products myself over on Etsy. I'll have it linked down below and down in the description box for you guys. I do hope you guys are enjoying these pumpkin related recipes. I have a few more to come, so stay tuned for those. Hope you guys have a great week and hope to see you guys next time. Bye!
I'm stuck in the motion.